Coolkidd is an interesting killer. His kit covers so much ground, keeping the survivors on their toes at all times. My favorite factor about Coolkidd is his jack-of-all-trades playstyle. He's got slasher speed and M1 quickness. He's got Noli's slowing projectile. He's got 1x's high burst damage. And he has minions that can be used to trap survivors like John. With this unique or not scenic, depending on how you see it, kit, he very easily could sweep the competition. Even with this amazing kit, you don't see many Coolkidd players often. I would say this is because of Coolkidd's nature as a starting character. And then, the player will almost specialize in a different killer, after playing a bit of that playstyle with Coolkidd. For example, I played a bit of Coolkidd when I was starting out, and I liked the power of walk speed. I then swapped to 1x with a bit of knowledge as when to use mass infection. Coolkidd works so well as a tutorial character, and I really disagree with how they use Slasher as a starting killer. The only thing Slasher will teach is how to properly chase a survivor, but he doesn't help teach players how to zone, or how to predict, or anything. You just kind of turn off your brain and chase a survivor. The only other factor Slasher somewhat teaches players is to punish, as Gashing Wound is quite powerful. Coolkidd connects to every other killer's kit so well, it would benefit players if used as starting killer. Many players don't use him that much, as they don't see much potential in any of his moves. To be fair, none of them seem all that good on paper, but they synergize extremely well. For example, Corrupt Nature can be used to scare a survivor into better spot to use walk speed, or bait a block from a guest for free walk speed. Minions can block up the path of the survivor, allowing a bit of cornering and a potential kill just from the minions' pressure. And when your abilities are on cooldown, you can always use that insane sprint speed to reach the survivors and get a hit or two before using your abilities again. And just hitting Corrupt Nature basically guarantees a hit from Coolkidd, which could pressure survivors into using the stun to avoid the hit. Coolkidd can handle most survivors, but there are a few that counter him. Chance and Guest are good against Coolkidd if they are in quantity, as Chance can disable minions with his one-shot ability, as it has a lower cooldown than minions, and Guest can kill them with a charge in the same way. 7-7 somewhat counters Coolkidd, as the only side ability is minions, which isn't even a proper side ability. The counter to 7-7 is just logic and reasoning, especially in Bleed. The hardest counter by far is Nuke, as Slate Skin is very powerful against most of Coolkidd's kit. If Nuke gets hit by a Corrupt Nature, they can Slate Skin to avoid the oncoming damage. If they feel a walk speed coming, they can take no damage and get a large amount of distance via the knockback. And once you run Coolkidd out of abilities, Cola can keep the distance from Coolkidd, essentially stopping all of Coolkidd's momentum. If you're about to get trapped by minions, Ghostbreaker will disable them unless you're an LMS, and you can freely run past them. And that's not where Coolkidd's troubles stop. Experienced survivors will have an internal timer for walk speed, so any Coolkidd who just uses it as often as possible, the survivor will be ready for it and either get behind cover or just run in a different direction. The only time a Coolkidd succeeds is when they restrain their walk speed, but to a limit. Using it to catch another survivor off guard is useful, it is punishing a missed attack from the Sentinel. Walk speed is a powerful tool, if not expected. This is where Coolkidds have to use logic and mind games to hit walk speed. Unless the survivor team isn't that experienced, they won't be missing as many stuns. This almost eliminates the potential to punish survivors for misses, which leaves all the potential damage in the hands of the killer. This squeezes walk speed's usability so tight that some players will just throw it out in the off chance that it hits. It's such a win-lose move, as if you hit it, your chances of killing that survivor greatly increase. But if you miss, then you might as well find another survivor to chase. Walk speed misses are so punishing, to the point where I've seen Coolkidds lose LMS by missing it once. Coolkidd is such a burst moveset that you can go a minute without getting hit and then die in 10 seconds. He can kill a survivor easily with his kit, and the only killer that can do it faster is 1x, as up close mass infection does an insane amount of damage. Coolkidd also applies 2 of the 3 most powerful effects in the game, as burning is the only effect that can actually kill a survivor, and slowness is by far the most broken effect in the game. For anyone wondering, the other effect is helpless. This is why I think Coolkidd is weak on paper, insanely good in casual, and good in the right hands on a more professional level. Most killers are like this, where they are good in the right hands, but Coolkidd's jack-of-all-trades benefactor changes how people specialize. It's insane how much his kit relies on walk speed, but that's just because of the kill potential. For example, if you start a chase with an M1, hit a walk speed, and then another M1, most survivors, except for Guess and Chance, just die. Many people say he has a difficult learning curve, but I'd say the only things that are somewhat hard to learn are minion pressure, which just takes logic and practice, aiming corrupt nature, which is learning the right spot to fire in, and learning to control your walk speed usage, which is just nerve control. So, in conclusion, Coolkidd is a diverse killer with a large amount of potential, but requires a good amount of nerve control to master. If you're a new player, I recommend using this killer until you're more comfortable with the controls of the game. If you're a more experienced player that likes to swap between killers frequently, then Coolkidd could be for you. That will be all for this video, and if you enjoyed it, subscribing and liking would be much appreciated. You don't have to, as watching this video is already a ton of support, so thank you for watching.